I am Mercedes. I am the Human Resources and Safety Manager for Scott Coatings. I started as the office manager and slowly started taking on roles for human resources and kind of safety. At the time, we had somebody who was helping with the safety portion of it, superintendent, and his role started to kind of progress, and so I got asked if I could step in, and they felt that it was something, since I was doing the human resources portion of it, that I should handle the safety portion. And it also had to do with the fact that I'm bilingual, and at the time I was the only bilingual person in the office, so it was easier for me to be able to do the trainings and the communications as far as safety goes. So that's kind of how my role progressed from just being the office manager to the safety manager and human resources. In my roles, something that I've been very passionate about is definitely, it's always been people. I've always been passionate about people and doing things for others, and there's a number of reasons why. Safety for me is something that's very near and dear to my heart. My father went to work one day and just never came home. So I know what that feels like. I know what it is to be a child of a parent who leaves to go to work and then just doesn't come home. It wasn't a safety issue. He didn't have an accident or anything like that. He was health related. He had a heart attack at work. But just knowing that feeling, just knowing of what I felt and what my siblings felt, just knowing he wasn't gonna come back, makes me want to make sure that all of our employees go home to their children and to their spouses. I don't want to be the one to have to make that phone call to somebody's family to say that something horrible has happened. So I push and I strive to make sure that we have a strong safety culture at Scott Coatings, and that our guys are doing everything, not just because it's a law, not just because, you know, LNI says it's a requirement, but because I really want to make sure that nobody has to feel what that feels like. And so that's something that I carry true to my heart. In my position, even with human resources, I push myself adamantly in that aspect because of the fact that I'm a single mother. I raised my daughter on my own, and I've always wanted to make sure that I've been 100% for her and have been a pillar that she can look up to. I've always wanted to be somebody that she could be proud of, and that she takes things to the next level. I come from a long line of single mothers. My grandmother was widowed with 10 children, and so she had a span where she was a single parent, and I don't know how she did it, because I know I struggled with one. I don't know how she did it with 10, but she was strong in that aspect. I mean, there was strength there. And my mother became a single mother after divorcing, and I have just always raised my daughter on my own. And so I wanted to make sure that we broke that pathway with my daughter, and so I've always just pushed to work hard and to be someone that she could look up to and surpass. And so I do what I do here at Scott Coatings to be able to make sure that she's on the right track. She's currently a sophomore at Eastern Washington University, which I'm very proud of, and you know, I work hard to make sure that she takes everything that I've instilled in her to the next level. And if I can do that for her at home, why can't I do it for the people here at Scott Coatings? Scott Coatings' passion does say we are great at what we do because we believe in what we do. And I have the honor of working with a group of people who truly believe in what they do, not just here in the office, but out in the field. And it's amazing to be able to be a part of such a great company that has such a strong workforce that really truly believes in the values that we carry at this company.